What's going on, you guys? I am back again, and today I am finally doing my first ever Star Wars review. Now, my experience with this franchise was that I was never a big fan of Star Wars growing up. I always had mixed feelings about it because I always felt that it was too big for me to take in as a child. So I never really wanted to get into it. But then at 16, when Force Awakens was coming out, I was convinced by my mom to check it out, and we did. And then I saw the original movies: New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Last Jedi, Return of the Jedi, and I was very excited to see it. And then I fell in love with this franchise ever since. The prequels I never really seen, never really got into them because I just didn't have any desire to. But I can say that with Force Awakens, I loved that movie. That's probably my favorite Star Wars movie of all time. Last Jedi was really entertaining. I don't get why people hate it so much. It really is entertaining and it's pretty fun. And I loved all the new characters. This film was actually very entertaining as well. This film is once again directed by J.J. Abrams, who brought us The Force Awakens, which is my favorite Star Wars film. This film stars, once again, Daisy Ridley as Rey. She is amazing here. And right now, they are trying to find they're trying to discover Palpatine, who is now holding the power to destroy the galaxy. So, and now Adam Driver, who is playing Kylo Ren in this movie, was really good. And, Kylo Ren is going through there's some internal struggles that you notice with his character while he's trying to, while Palpatine's trying to help him, and whether he's trying to discover his true identity. And it's very intriguing, to be honest. And I've heard a lot of bad reviews about this movie, and to be honest, I don't get why people are hating it so much. I even heard one person say it's the worst Star Wars ever. That is not true by no means. According to me, this film is arguably, I would say, I'm not saying The Last Jedi is bad. I'm just saying this film tops Last Jedi a little bit. It does. Force Awakens is still my favorite. This film is like right behind it. But I don't get why people are hating it so much. Like, some people are saying that it can be boring. And that is really my only issue with the film, is that sometimes the runtime can feel a little bit long. And there were times when I was like, okay, how much longer is this? But the action is very well handled, especially with the battle scenes. There's even a lightsaber fight involving Rey and Kylo Ren on a bridge right by a very powerful ocean, and I had goosebumps the whole time, and it was very it was just like tense. Like, I was wondering, like, was one of them gonna fall off or whatever? But you'll see when you see the film. It's really good. And one thing that you don't really get a lot when it comes to Star Wars, because these are so popular, and normally people like to spoil things before they come out, and normally when there's supposed to be a surprise in the film and you find out somebody spoiled it for you, you're like, all right, where's the surprise now? And guys, Star Wars Rise of Skywalker has a ton of surprises. There is a lot going here, and I loved basically every minute of this movie. But my only issue with the film is that sometimes the pacing can drag just a little bit, and the runtime is a little bit long. But this Star Wars is definitely worth checking out if you're a Star Wars fan. I do not think it's bad by no means. There is hardly that much wrong with it. I do think the casting is really well. Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker once again was really good in this film, even though he's only in a little bit of it. Carrie Fisher as Princess Leia. That's another thing you got to keep in mind too, is that you got to give major praise to the creators for continuing to add in more lines to unused footage that they had before this movie came out, because that's something that they are probably really struggling over, and it's tough, and you really got to give them praise for that, and I can't fault them for that at all. Like, I cannot give them enough credit. Like, there is just so much going for here. But guys, Star Wars Rise of Skywalker is one of the best I've seen. I do think you should really check it out. I'm going to give it an A-. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Look forward to my Jumanji Welcome to the my Jumanji The Next Level review coming out soon, and I'll see you guys next time.